David Seven, a.k.a. Diz, and this is The Force Always.
Okay, so welcome to the show. This time around, Melbourne is still in lockdown. Just to let you know, Melbourne, Australia is still in lockdown. It's been coming a little bit hard to do a number of things. Anyway, but let's just get into the news, views, reviews, and interviews. And the reason why I say it all at once, because I'm going to do all this at once in one sort of thing. There's not a whole lot this week besides the Disney Plus series, The Bad Batch, episode 6, Decommissioned, has dropped. I'm going to give you a review on that. There's going to be some spoilers and things like that. So just, if you're not into that, just maybe turn off now for now. Anyway, so the news is really Disney Plus episode 6, Disney Plus, the streaming service, episode 6 of The Bad Batch. It's called Decommissioned, is out now. That's pretty much the news. There's not really other, significant news that I can tell of at the moment. But anyway, the views would be, which I do second. Views would be about how can you improve this story. Views is my story ideas, so how would I improve the story so far. So we're going into the middle of this. I think I'd have Tarkin, the evil, sinister sort of guy that works under Vader and works under the Emperor. I think I would have him a bit more front and center, is the evil component, sort of really on the run with these people, the Bad Batch. I think that's what's sort of missing, a real sort of reason to be on the run, a front and center sort of evil guy. And I think they did touch on it, but they need to do a bit more on that. I reckon that's what I would do in the story. It's just lacking that sort of on the run sort of feel from what it is, which is really Tarkin and the Empire, but having Tarkin a bit more present in the episodes. That's the views for this time around. And so let's get into the reviews for the actual episode, The Bad Batch, episode 6, Decommissioned, which is the name of the episode. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's definitely improved. It's improving a week by week at the moment, when it still is sort of idling in a sort of okay sort of way. It's not really got a front and center sort of reason to watch every single week, unless you're a hardcore Star Wars fan like myself, and maybe you guys out there that will just watch it for the hell of watching it. But there's no real reason to watch the next episodes besides maybe this one. Towards the actual end, there was something that the ladies were talking to, and my guess it's Ahsoka, or some sort of Jedi. We will hopefully get revealed later on. It would be great if it was Ahsoka. It would be great if it was another Jedi of some sort, to give it sort of a bit more meat in this sort of series, the storytelling. But again, 7 out of 10 for this particular episode. It's getting better. It's visually stunning. It's musically stunning. It's all that sort of thing. I think the weakest point to this whole sort of series so far for me is Amiga, the character. It's a little bit cringeworthy, a bit sort of old school Disney-like in its character portrayal of a character. But it's okay. I know it's meant to be a happy-go-lucky person, but it's not really sticking with me that well. But anyway, it's just okay. Anyway, so that's the review for this time around. Let's get into the interviews. Interviews is 2Q, which is 2 questions I'll ask myself to you guys about this particular episode, and actually The Bad Batch in general. Is The Bad Batch living up to its hype? And I'll say getting there. It's just a notch or 2 behind. It's just lacking that front and center. So technically, my next question is, what does it need? The Bad Batch, it just needs something that it's, shooting towards something, or coming from, running from something quite iconic, quite singular. Again, like I said, Tarkin being a a character, sort of on the run with these people. That would have created a great sort of chase type feel, thriller type feel to this series, but it's just not so much there. It's a little bit there, not much, but a front and center is really what is missing from this whole series in my mind. It's sort of just idling again, but anyway, so that's what it needs. They're my two questions. It's a pretty sort of quick type of review, views, interviews, news type thing this week. Not a whole lot has been happening. Next week, though, if you're interested, Loki is starting. It's a Marvel series. It's not Star Wars, but it's starting next week, and I will give a first episode review on how it is. I won't be making it a continuation, as this is essentially a Star Wars show, but I will give a review to how that is. Bear in mind, in this next week, if you can, I will be definitely quite busy in a number of things in my life, so I'll endeavor to get that review out there as soon as I can. Probably will be another short episode like this. But anyway, so that's the show for this time around. You can contact me on Instagram, or you can contact me via Twitter, or possibly YouTube. Just message me a question or comment, whatever you like. Until next time, keep rocking.